Hello and welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. Today we're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars at home. We're coming off a thrilling victory over top of the back-to-back Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs to get to 2-0. As for the Jaguars, they are coming off a come-from-behind victory over top of the Tennessee Titans to also get to 2-0. So we're going to have an early season battle for first place in the AFC South between a couple of teams that are still undefeated. The Jaguars have pretty much the same core intact on offense that they have had for the last couple of years. Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, James Robinson as their starting running back, but he's actually out with a broken toe. He missed a game against us last year as well, and we had to face Travis Etienne as their starting running back, and we're going to have to do that again today. We know he is more than capable of getting the job done. Now, the game plan for our defense is to try and keep everything in front of us and hope that Trevor Lawrence makes a couple of mistakes trying to force the ball down the field. Our defense actually does not have a single takeaway on the season, so that is a goal for us today. Force a turnover. We also want to try and get Ross Blacklock going. He does not have a single sack over the first 2 weeks, even though he was the Defensive Player of the Year last year. As for the Jaguars defense, it has gotten a little bit better this year. They added Grant Delpit, Jerry Tillery, and Trey Flowers. They also added Eric Kendricks, but released him before the start of the regular season. I don't know why they did that. It would have been a crazy pairing with him and Myles Jack in the middle of their defense. They do run a 3-4, so they do have two middle linebackers on the field, but I guess they didn't want him. It'll be Myles Jack and Reuben Foster instead. The game plan for our offense is to just keep throwing it short and spread the ball around to all of our different weapons we have on the outside. It has really worked out over the first couple of weeks, so why change that up? One thing we do want to do a little bit different is get these backup running backs a bit more involved. We haven't seen much of Hawkins, Fournette, or Dunn over the first couple of weeks, so we want to try and give them a chance to see what they have. Unfortunately, we have another injury to deal with. Sheldon Dillon, our third-string tight end, he's actually our best run-blocking tight end, is out with turf toe, which is probably going to make it a little bit more difficult to get these backup running backs involved. We might actually end up putting an extra offensive lineman on the field over top of one of our tight ends. Of course, we have Michael Barr and J.J. Watt also both still out. So Menahue and Blanton filling in for Watts, and Flowers and Callahan filling in for Barr. We have a couple of upgrades before we get into the game. One of them for Jacob Mitchell, which actually might come in handy today. He could end up being that extra offensive lineman we put out on the field in obvious running situations. So hopefully that upgrade helps him out. As for Jedrick Wills, yeah, we paid him all that money to be our starting left guard, and I think it's worked out over the first couple of weeks. Hopefully he just continues to play well. Addison Milton, he has struggled at times in pass protection and especially in those double team blocks. I don't know if that's on him or on Madden, but it won't hurt to upgrade his pass blocking. With that, I think it is time to get into this battle for first place in the AFC South with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who will start with the ball. There you see Trevor Lawrence's numbers on the year. Yeah, he does not have a single interception thrown, and we don't have a single turnover forced over the first 2 weeks. Hopefully we can change that today, as Etienne has a gain of 7 on first down. There you see his stats last week. His first week where he had to fill in for James Robinson this year. 2nd and 3, Lawrence going over the middle. That is Njoku with a first down and a gain of 11 up to the 35. Etienne a second carry, and he only has a gain of 1 this time. 3rd and 6, they're going to an empty look. Way too much time for Lawrence, and he's going to check it down to Chenault, who throws off Roman Davis, and there's a first down up near midfield. Lawrence 3 of 3 on his first drive. Here is Etienne on a wheel route, burning Mills, and is finally going to get spun down all the way up at the 14 by Reed, putting the Jaguars into the red zone. Lawrence, after the big pass play, will go right back to the air, checking it down to Njoku, who's up to the 8. 2nd and 4, a fake flip pass, a hands off to the backup running back for today. Gay breaks a tackle, and it's brought down at the 3. It's going to be goal to go for the Jaguars. Etienne back in the game on 1st and goal, and he gets into the end zone. A very impressive drive by the Jacksonville offense on their first possession. See if the Texans can do the same. There are Divine's numbers so far this year. He nearly threw the game away last week against the Chiefs with a late 4th quarter interception, but he did bounce back and lead us down the field and got us into field goal range for Jimmy Wazinski to kick that game winner. You see Damian Willis has had a pretty solid start to the year. 2nd and 8. Divine could barely get that one off in time. 3rd and 8. Divine being blitzed, going left side. It's batted away, incomplete. A quick 3 and out for the Texans on their first possession. That has actually happened to begin the year. All 3 games, the offense has not gotten off to fast starts. The Jaguars take right back over at their 28. There's a gain of 3 on first down. Second at 7. Lawrence stepping up, going down the field for Childers, and he's going to win a jump ball over atop of Desmond King on a corner route for a big gain, putting the Jaguars across midfield to the Houston 45. Lawrence, too much time again, going downfield. This time for Chenault. He throws off Dwayne Crisp and is going to take it into the end zone. And the Jaguars will go up 2 scores in the first quarter. We were in cover 2, but it does not matter what coverage you are in if you're going to give a quarterback that much time. And unfortunately, Dwayne Crisp just couldn't bring him down. So now we find ourselves down 2 scores in the early going. The offense needs to do something on this drive. A nice run by Willis on first down. He takes it up to the 40. Here's a throw over the middle. That is Devontae Adams with a gain of 8. Second and 2. Play action fake to Willis. Devine sliding left. And he's going to fire this one to Devontae Adams across midfield for a first down up to the Jacksonville 40. Trey Flowers is injured on the play, but he should be fine. Now counter play to Willis on the left side. Gets a nice block. And he's got a first down before being brought down up at the 20, putting the Texans into the red zone. Willis still in the backfield. A blitz on the way. Devine checks it down to Hamler, who is spun down at the 14. Now third and 2. Play action fake to Willis. Devine under pressure, extending out right. Has a man open in the end zone. That is Jerry Jeudy. His first touchdown as a member of the Houston Texans. And he's made this a one-possession ball game. A nice easy throw for Devine on that one. See if the defense can actually do something right on this drive. Lawrence drifting right and being chased, and he's going to be sacked back at the 9. A loss of 14. Chase Young and Adam Weiner combining for that sack. 3rd and 16 at the 16. Lawrence going to check it down to ETN, and it'll be a 3-and-out for the Jacksonville offense. A nice stand by the defense. Texans take over at their 27. Play action fake on first down. Devine going left side off the hands of Adams. Incomplete. Second and 10. Devine. He's being chased, and he's not going to get away. Sacked all the way back at the 12. And a loss of 15. Josh Allen getting the sack. 3rd and 25 to start the second quarter. And Devine's just going to throw a screen pass on the right side to Hawkins. He actually has some space over there. Jukes him in, is up past the 30. But will be stopped short of the line of gain. A nice effort by Hawkins, though. The Jaguars take over. Throw on 2nd and 9 to Childers on the right side. And he's up to the 28. 3rd and 2, an empty look for Jacksonville. A slant route left side to DJ Shark. And he burns Bryce Callahan for a first down. 2nd and 13. Lawrence. He's going to go underneath, this time to Chenault. He's hammered down by Chase Young at the 48. 3rd and 2. ETN up the middle, and he's brought down a little short of the line to gain by Ezekiel Mills. A nice stop by him. And Jacksonville will have to punt it away. I'll let you be the judge. Was he short of the line to gain or not? Actually, both teams would go 3-and-out on their next possessions. So the Texans now have the ball, still down 7 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. There is Hawkins picking up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. They're going to give it to him on a counter play left side. And he's brought down up at the 37. 3rd and inches. Devine has plenty of time, goes over the middle. That is Nico Collins with a first down up at midfield. 3:40 to go now in the first half. A play action fake. Devine taking a deep shot into double coverage into the end zone for Nico Collins. He's going to go up and get it. And the Texans have tied this one up at 14 in the first half. Nico Collins making the most of his opportunities on that drive. Jaguars back on offense. 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Etienne. He's brought down by Hyde at the 28. 3rd and 7. They're going to go back to this empty look. It has worked out pretty well for him for the most part. And it's going to be a complete pass, so they got to punt it away. Unfortunately for the Texans, they would also go 3-and-out. But Don Booth would have a great punt and pin the Jaguars back at their own 6. See what they want to do with 2 minutes to go in the first half. They have all their timeouts. The hands off on the right side to Etienne. And he gets it up to the 11. 2nd and 5 at the 2-minute warning. Lawrence going underneath for Chenault, and he's spun down at the 17. They will give him the first down. Minute 15 to go. The Jaguars are going to throw it deep for DJ Shark on the left side. He gets behind Trey Flowers and makes the catch and is down up at the 24 of Houston with a minute to go in the first half. They did have to use a timeout, but they have 2 remaining. They're on the right side. Chenault with the first down, and he's up to the 12. The Jaguars use their second timeout. 55 seconds to go. Lawrence runs right into John Williams and Chase Young and is sacked back at the 19. That is John Williams' first sack of his NFL career. 2nd and 18, just 25 seconds to go. Lawrence to the end zone for Njoku. It's broken up incomplete by Micah Hyde. 3rd and 18. Lawrence going to go underneath for Childers, and he's brought down inbounds. Jaguars will use their last timeout and bring on the field goal unit and make this a 17-14 game, which will be our score heading into halftime. So the Texans trailing in this one, but they were down 14-0 at one point, so being down just 3 at halftime isn't too bad. While we are fighting for first place, the Titans and Colts had a matchup to decide who would be in 3rd place in the early going in the AFC South, with the Titans taking it 28-24. Let's get to the second half of our game. The Texans get to begin it with the ball. Read option keeper for Devine on the right side. He's got a first down and a gain of 11. Hasn't really run the ball a ton so far this year. A screen pass left side to KJ Hamler, and he's got a first down across midfield up to the Jacksonville 47. Some great blocking downfield by Devontae Adams. Play action fake, Devine under pressure. We'll check it down to Jerry Jeudy, and he's up to the 40, a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, Hawkins getting the ball in a sweep. Has the first down, some great blocking downfield. Has one man to beat inside the 5, and is into the end zone, giving the Texans the lead early in the second half. We said we wanted to get these backup running backs more involved in this game, and I would say we've done a pretty good job of it. Also, some great blocking down the field by everybody on that play. See if the Texans defense can get a quick stop. All day for Lawrence on first down, but he's finally going to get sacked. There is Adam Weiner running him down back at the 18. He has had a fantastic start to this season. 3rd and 17. Lawrence going to go over the middle, hitting Childers, and he's going to get the first down up at the 36. He beats Desmond King on that one. Lawrence facing a blitz is going to go right side to Luke Farrell, and he breaks a tackle from Adam Weiner and gets the first down up at the 46. Etienne a carry left side. He's across midfield and spun down with a first down at the 41 of Houston. 2nd and 6. An inverted veer. Lawrence keeping it. Jukes a man, has a first down, and is spun down with a gain of 11 and a first down at the 26. Lawrence going left side, hits DJ Shark on a slant route, and he's brought down at the 16. He beats Micah Hyde. 3rd and 1. Etienne is going to get the first down easy, and he's up to the 12. They're just marching the ball down our throats on this drive. Here's the backup running back, Gay, and he's brought down at the 3. 3rd and 2, an empty look for the Jaguars. Lawrence to the end zone for Njoku. He's wide open. A miscommunication of some sorts between our 2 middle linebackers. The Jaguars back in front, 24-21. Here's a throw on the right side. Dalton Kitchen, he has the first down and is across midfield and gets knocked out of bounds by Foster at the 47 of Jacksonville. A nice play by the rookie tight end. Devine going to go to Joe Scott on this one. He has a first down and is up to the 28. Back-to-back nice plays by the tight ends. A play action fake. Devine going down the field. It's intercepted by Blair. A misread by Dwight Devine on that one. And the Jaguars will take over at their own 30. He thought Blair was going to come down on Byron Mitchell on the underneath route. Instead, he sat back on Jerry Jeudy and picks that one off. See if the defense can bail us out. Going to be a handoff on a draw to Etienne up the middle. And he's brought down a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. They're going to hand it off to Etienne again, and he gets the first down with a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Only a 4-man rush. Lawrence all day going downfield for Njoku. It's off his hands. Incomplete. Roman Davis in coverage. 3rd and 9. A screen pass right side to Etienne. He gets a couple of blocks and is going to get the first down across midfield to the Houston 49. 2nd and 6. A hands off to Etienne, but the Houston defense is all over that one. Loss of a couple. 3rd and 8. Lawrence has to go to the air, going left side for DJ Shark, and he's got a first down and a gain of 11. 2nd and 9. Hands off to Etienne. O'Menahue is there to stop him for a loss of 1. 3rd and 10. Lawrence all day going to the end zone. One-on-one for DJ Shark. He has a touchdown. He beats Micah Hyde, and he's put the Jaguars up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. The Houston offense needs to do something on this drive. Dump off pass to Willis, and he's got a gain of 5. 3rd and 5. They motion Scott across the formation. Devine under pressure, going over the middle. Caught by Judy. A great throw by Devine, and the Texans are across midfield to the Jacksonville 46. Screen pass right side to Hamler, but the Jaguars are ready for that one. All over it. 3rd and 11. They go to an empty look. Devine going left side for Devontae Adams, and he's got a first down, getting rolled out of bounds up at the 26. They stay with that empty look. Devine drifting left, and it looks like he's going to take off. No, he's going to fire downfield for Joe Scott. He's out of bounds at the 1. It's going to be goal to go for the Houston Texans. 1st and goal. Willis in the backfield. He's going to be met and dropped in the backfield. A loss of 1. 2nd and goal. He's still in the backfield, and they're going to give it to him again, and this time he's into the end zone, making it a 1-possession game again. We got to talk about Willis blocking up front. He just blocked 2 guys, allowing Willis to get into the end zone. I mean, that's why we paid him the big bucks, to make great plays like that. 31-28 in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars leading have the ball, and Lawrence is sacked on 1st down by Charles O'Menahue. He has done a pretty solid job of filling in for J.J. Watt today. 3rd and 14. Lawrence, nobody's open, and he's sacked again, this time back at the 7 by Ezekiel Mills. A nice defensive stop. Texans take over. 2nd and 9 at the 41. Devine under pressure, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bringing up 3rd and 21. What do you do here if you're the Texans? You don't really want to punt it away, but you do have all your timeouts. Devine Hizzy let it go, and it's intercepted by Miles Jack at midfield. There is a flag on the play. Jack breaks a tackle and is brought down at the 24. But what's the flag for? It's interference on Miles Jack. A game-changing call by the refs. I'll let you be the judge of this one as well. Is that pass interference, or is it not? Either way, the Texans will take it. They have a first down up at midfield. Devine drifting left, and Hizzy let go of that one, and lucky it's just incomplete. 2nd and 10. Devine extending right, nobody really open. He's going to take off on the right side across midfield. Has a ton of space and is going to slide down inbounds at the 17, putting him into the red zone. A field goal will give us a tie game. A touchdown for the Texans will give them the lead. 2 minutes to go. A handoff right side to Hawkins, and he's brought down at the 11, and that will take us officially to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. Willis right side makes a nice cutback as the first down, stiff arms a defender, and is brought down at the 2. It's going to be goal to go. 1st and goal. They're motioning Mitchell across the formation. He needs to get set, and he doesn't. It's going to be a delay of game, moving him back to the 7. They're going to hand it off to Leonard Fournette. He's met and stopped at the 1, a little short of the end zone. 2nd and goal, 33 seconds to go. A counter to Fournette. He breaks a tackle and is into the end zone, giving the Texans the lead in the 4th quarter. A great job breaking this tackle from the guy who's wearing his old number on his old team. Defense needs one more stop, but Lawrence has had a fantastic day. Can he lead a game-winning drive? It's only a 4-point lead for the Texans. Lawrence going over the middle on first down, hitting DJ Shark for a huge gain. He's up to the 45. They use their first timeout. 20 seconds to go, and it looks like they're going to throw a Hail Mary, even though they could get closer and make this a whole lot easier. Here it is, a chuck up to the end zone, popped up in the air and incomplete. Will they just throw up another Hail Mary on 2nd and 10? It sure looks like they will. Lawrence off his back foot. Another jump ball in the end zone. Can somebody come down with it for Jacksonville? No! It's intercepted by Dwayne Crisp, and that will be the ball game as the Texans win this one over top of the Jacksonville Jaguars, 35-31. We actually get that turnover we were asking for before the start of the game. It just fell right into the hands of Dwayne Crisp. Another instant classic between the Jaguars and Texans. I'm just glad we were able to come out on top. The defense, not a great day for them against the pass. We did at least force a turnover, the first one for us on the season, and we did a pretty good job against the run, holding ETN at just 2.8 yards a carry. And we also did rack up a bunch of sacks, but it still felt like we didn't have a very consistent pass rush today. And like I said, we forced a turnover and got the stop when we needed it most. As for the offense, not the best day for Dwight Devine. Another late turnover that nearly cost his team the game, but as always, he seems to find a way to get us down the field and in position to win ball games. Also, shout out to Nico Collins, making the most of his opportunities that he had on the field today, and a great job by all of our running backs. Going forward at running back, I think we want to get Willis the ball a lot more than we did today, but we still need to involve Hawkins. I mean, he just has that explosiveness. You saw him on a screen pass take it for 20 yards, and that huge run that went for a touchdown. I think moving forward, yeah, it needs to be Willis getting like 15 to 20-ish touches, and then Hawkins getting about 5 or 6. It's probably my ideal backfield workload for those two. Chase Young, an upgrade. Of course, we're just trying to make him a better pass rusher, but he gets 5 to his zone coverage. Talk about a draft story here. Halfback Brian Callahan is built like an action figure, just deadlifted more than any player in Washington State football history. He's just 5'8", 192 pounds, 23 years old, has a 3rd or 4th round grade. The physicals are all right. He does have F stamina, which is a little bit concerning. I don't think he'll be too high on my draft board, at least for what his ratings look like right now. Coaches were not able to tap into Nicholas Donahue's potential in college, but he seems to be a great prospect for the NFL. 6'6", 226, a quarterback out of Texas, has good to great throw power, a top 5 projection, be awareness. I'm sure he'll be off the board well before we are drafting. Plus, we're not really interested in taking a quarterback in the first round. One more draft story, this one for quarterback Terrion Levine. He was a 0-star recruit and worked his way on as a walk-on at Miami. 6'6", 235, 22 years old, a 2nd or 3rd round grade, has great to elite throw power, and the skill set shows that he has good accuracy deep. I would be interested possibly in taking a mid-round quarterback and developing him to be a backup down the line, and he's not a bad option. We also had the first mock draft come out. You see Donahue going 4th there, and Eric Gibson, we had a draft story about him. He's going 5th to the Saints. And then you have the Titans taking a wide receiver. What about us? They got us taking a wide receiver as well. Kyrie Wilkinson out of Michigan. He does have a 1st or 2nd round grade, 6'1", 203, 22 years old. Dropped down the board 2 spots apparently. The physicals, they're all right. The skill set, A, catching is great. D, stamina is a little concerning. I don't know if we're necessarily going to take a receiver in our first round, but we could, I guess. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the contract demands for our upcoming free agents to be. Now, Desmond King, he is going to be 30 years old next year. He wants $12.3 million over just 1 year. I mean, is he worth that? Probably. But do I just want to sign him to a 1-year deal? And do we want to sign him before he gets hit with regression? Probably not. We should probably wait until the offseason. I do think we want to try to keep him around. It will be a bit of a pay raise for him, but we obviously do have some cap space, so it's not going to be the worst. As for J.J. Watt, you want $7.65 million, and he's obviously hurt all the time, but I think at this point we do want him to retire as a member of the Houston Texans. We will probably wait until the offseason for both of them before we start negotiating with them. How about some other options here? Nico Collins, 10.5 over 3 years. That's not too bad. O'Manihue, 9.18 over 2 years. Not the worst. As for Garrett Wallow, I don't think we'll be bringing him back, at least not right now unless something changes. Sergio Fulton, 8 over 2, not the worst. Heflin, a 1-year deal, and Martin Slauson, also a 1-year deal. Surprised they don't want multi-year offers. And KJ Hamler, the one that we're really interested in, that's a pretty cheap deal. If it stays that low, I would be very happy, but it's probably going to go up as he continues to play well. But we'll worry about some of those offers later in the year, I guess. Let's just focus on what we have going on right now. A great start to the regular season. The offense playing well, averaging 37 points per game over these first 3 weeks. Can't do much better than that, and hopefully we can keep that up. As for the defense, we are obviously missing a couple of our best players, Michael Barr and J.J. Watt. We should have Michael Barr back next week, but how about Quincy Jones? I had no idea for him. Should we start playing him in a kind of a linebacker role, at least on obvious passing situations? He's definitely big enough to do it, and doesn't have really the block shed to stop the run, but he could be a pretty good coverage linebacker for us. We obviously do have a couple of guys that are already pretty good at it, but I just wanted a way to get Quincy Jones possibly on the field more, and that would be one way to do it. Let me know down below what you think about that. Quincy Jones possibly playing some coverage linebacker. How about a couple of upgrades to our practice squad players, since they cannot be stolen away now, since we turned that off because of that glitch. Daryl Berry just going to go run stopper in case he does have to get called up to the active roster. As for Larry Wilford, yeah, he's probably never going to actually make the team, but we do want to improve his zone coverage just to make him a better football player in case maybe he does end up getting good somehow. But yeah, I think that'll be all for today's episode. We get to 3-0 and have first place in our division. And next time out, we'll take on the Jets, who have Lamar Jackson at quarterback. It'll be a Sunday night football game, and they also have Sean Payton as their head coach. Should be some fun. Yeah, but thanks for watching this one, and I will see you next time.